Welcome to the first installment of this video series, where we'll learn to make a variety of geometric tessellation drawings, many of which use Islamic design techniques as a starting point. As we go, we'll learn a bit about the significance of these techniques and numbers to Islam throughout history, and look at some real-world examples in architecture and adornment. We'll quickly find that each of these techniques can be expanded in any number of directions, leading to drastically different results, which give us an almost infinite number of designs and variations. In today's video, we'll create a six-sided star, a fairly easy design, but also one of the most proliferate. For this drawing, all we'll need is a compass and a ruler, some kind of mark-making tool, and a piece of paper. All compasses come with a graphite nib, which draws just like a pencil. If you're following along, it's fine for you to use that pencil nib. In fact, it might be beneficial because you can erase your lines if you make mistakes or if you want to color it in. I'm going to be using a series of colored pens, so it's a little bit easier to see, as well as easier to separate our steps. I've got this adapter that fits right into the compass and allows you to screw in a pen or pencil of your choice. Next, I'm going to measure how wide my compass is, which will determine the radius of the circle. It doesn't matter what you choose. In this case, I'm going to go with 2 inches. All that matters is that once you set it, you keep it exactly the same size. In this and so many of our drawings in this series, everything expands out from the center. So I'll put a dot in the middle of my paper, and then I will put the point of my compass right on that dot and make a circle around it. I'm going to draw a quick horizontal line that goes right through the center of my circle. This is not necessary as a step, I just wanted my design to align with the edges of my paper. I'm going to call this first circle the sun, and now we're going to make 6 equally sized circles that equidistantly circumnavigate the circumference of the sun. In other words, we're going to make 6 circles that are the same size as the sun, and they're going to be spread out evenly around it. In order to do this, I'm going to put the point of my compass at the exact spot where that horizon line I drew intersects with the circumference of the sun. This first circle should intersect exactly with the center of the sun, the point we started with. This first circle intersects with the outside of the sun in 2 spots, and I'm going to use the lower of them to make my second circle. I'll then continue drawing subsequent circles wherever the last one intersects with the sun. Each of our circles should meet exactly in the center. We now have 6 evenly spaced points where circles intersect with the circumference of the sun. Using our ruler, we'll connect each one to its neighbor. In doing so, we create a hexagon inside of our sun. We need to make a mark at the center of each side of the hexagon. And not surprisingly, it's going to be the same measurement as our radius. We use those marks to create 2 triangles which oppose one another. It's important to do this step in pencil first. Now, with ink, we redraw the exterior of the triangles, which creates a 6-sided star. With our star complete, I'm going to color it in, although as soon as I was finished, I immediately thought of other color schemes I could add, and it's easy to imagine an infinite number of possibilities. This double triangle that formed the star we just created is known in the Islamic world as the Seal of Solomon, which, like so many components of the major Abrahamic religions, holds deep symbolic significance for Judaism, Christianity, and Islam alike. This star is the basis for numerous Islamic decoration employed throughout the world. Examples can be seen on the interior and exterior of this mosque in Iran and the mihrab tiling in this Turkish mosque. In our next video, we'll look at repeating and expanding this design to create even more complex and varied patterns.